This is a lecture on equine training focus. A lot of times we are actually asked why their animal basically cannot focus, or they're really good one day and another day they're acting like quote unquote a snot, where they basically can't remember anything they've learned, or they can't focus, or they can't focus on performance aspects. So equine focus and equine training essentially is something that can be because a lot of times people think that the animal is just not smart, or basically is easily distracted, but a lot of times that can be due to vertebral subluxation complex, essentially where the animal's nerves, all the nerves of the spine are not firing, and whereas basically the body doesn't really know where its legs are. Proprioception is lost to some degree. What we utilize with that, classically, the first thing that we'll do is we'll do a series of adjustments using VOM technology, essentially to try to optimize all neurological functions, and also rehabilitates proprioception. Very commonly, that's all that is necessary to get this animal, quote unquote, back in the game, to get them to be able to train correctly and also to be able to perform correctly. We talk about this in another mini lecture on equine performance, and I'd have you look at that lecture essentially as a means to try to get a better idea of what we do. Also, another reason too that they may not focus correctly, as we try to get them to do things like change leads or come up to a gate essentially, or to hunt the jumper for hunter jumpers and also for even racehorses, is that they're in pain, and they don't express pain like we do. Essentially, they just they'll just guard those areas and not want to do that. An animal that doesn't want to come up to gate knows it's going to hurt. When we ask ask the horse to do it, the animal that doesn't want to change leads from one side to the other side, but will from that side to the other side, essentially knows that it's going to hurt when that occurs, and so that can be due to neurological interference, which we address with this device, and also we will treat with a specific set of frequencies for pain. The frequencies for pain in the equine can be addressed relatively easily as we basically go towards what the pain area could be. Could be the hips, could be the stifle, very common the carpus, or the lower cervical area, and we can easily laser through the whole animal's body with this frequency specific laser. Keep in mind at 635 nanometer, which is the frequency and the wavelength of water. If the animal's got water in it, in other words, if any biological system, we're going to be able to transfer this energy through the animals completely. We could actually laser the body's problem boo-boo spot, which could be the base of the neck, by lasering its rump with the right frequency. And so the point is that we'll go ahead and laser this animal for pain. 666, 465, 25, and 20.5 are frequencies commonly that we will use. Also, we use sometimes frequencies for the joint 153 and also 42. And 36. There's also a set of frequencies that we use for the spinal cord, and we've discussed that extensively in our miniature lecture on spinal cord injury and back pain. But these conditions, pain and also lack of proprioception, is the most common reason that a horse that is able is all of a sudden not able, or able to focus in training or focus in competition. And we would address you to that. I'd have you go to the vomtech.com website and look at the VOM technology and also the frequency-specific laser therapy, particularly in pain control, and be aware of the fact that we have whole courses on how to do it essentially, and also why it works and how to apply it in your practice, essentially, which has virtually thousands of times more information than I can provide in this short lecture. There's about 2,700 disease conditions we've mapped out for animals, essentially, and also hundreds of disease conditions that we treat successfully with just an adjuster, essentially. And the deleterious nature of the pain, or actually the downside to the animal, is zero. It is zero. None of these technologies have the ability to injure the animal at all, period. I'm Dr. Inman. Thank you for your attention. This has been a lecture on training, focus, and performance optimization in the equine. Thank you and have a great day.